As many of you know, I'm Dr. Alejandro.
And I'm Dr. Emily.
And we're on a mission to rebuild chiropractic one partnership at a time.
We help chiropractors open practices, revive failing ones, and step into their true calling. This is the Path to Victory podcast.
What is going on, guys? We're here in another episode of the Path to Victory. Last Tuesday of the month. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys as I'm back here in July. We were missing for a couple months, but we're here stronger. It has been so fun to see every clinic grow, but specifically the ones that open from scratch, students to doctors. And that's what I want to talk today. This will be like for chiropractors that have been in the industry for years and haven't been as successful as they want to, and for students actually in new grad. So if you're listening, it is for a reason. So let's talk about this. Again, I know last week I talked about the bees. This week, I'm in West Texas. I want to talk about snakes. I've been studying about this. And by the end of this episode, I guarantee you that you have an opportunity to become a new person. Why do I say an opportunity and it's not that you're going to become a new person? Because if you don't apply the things that you learn, you're still going to stay stuck. But the opportunity comes if you apply the stuff that you're learning. It's not about reading and listening. It's about applying. And that's what I want to talk. So a snake cannot grow without shedding the skin. We know that. There comes a point where the very thing that protects the snake is becoming the thing that is restricting the snake. It's interesting. When I researched that, I was like, what do you mean? Tell me more. So the snake doesn't negotiate with the old skin. Oh, no, stay with me. I'm going to stay here. No, it leaves it behind and just keeps going. And that comes because recently I was with my friend Felix working on some woodwork. He was building a fence on my farm. And with the old wood, we were throwing it on a pile of wood that we have that eventually we want to burn. And while he was there, he was afraid because there's a lot of snakes and I'm here on my bench, short, super afraid as well. And he points something. I'm like, what's that? And he's like, it's a skin of a snake and it's huge. I'm like, Jesus, what do you mean? And he's like, dude, it's real. Snakes sheds their skin. I'm like, okay, let me look more. So the snake doesn't negotiate with the old skin. It just leaves it behind. I think that's the same for us. Sometimes the habits, the beliefs, the friendships, and even the identity, hear that, the identity that got us here from point A to point B is not the one that is going to get us from point B to point C. So it is not going to get us to the next point that we want to go. So the question isn't, what do I need to do? The question is, who do I need to become? And that's why I open up. Would you have the opportunity of becoming someone new? It's not that you're going to become someone new by listening to this. You have an opportunity to become someone new. And it's crazy that all this came from building a fence and seeing the skin of a snake. But with this is, what beliefs do you have that need to be shed? I recently was talking with a new grad, and the new grad from chiropractic school told me, I have so many loans. I want to be close to my family. I don't know what to do about my loans. I'm like, dude, you're still in that mentality of you need to pay your loans. Yes, we all need to pay our student loans. But that's not supposed to be your main priority, the main thing on your brain, in my opinion. Because that is what is going to get you stuck, because anything that comes towards you, you're going to see it as an opportunity to pay the loan. Because I could tell you, go and work at the grocery store, but you have a degree as a chiropractor. But that grocery store is going to help you pay the loans. It's going to help you make a monthly payment. So some people think I cannot open or I cannot associate because I'm not going to have money to pay the loans. No, you're thinking wrong. Is that going to be an opportunity for you to eventually just pay them off? You don't have to have a whole game plan as soon as you graduate. You're not the only one that has been through this. But that identity that you're broke is what is keeping you broke. That identity telling you the money is bad is what is going to keep you broke. The problem is when money becomes an idol. Some people have money as an idol, and as you make more money, you're going to have to be careful that money doesn't become your idol. But without money, you cannot help. Without money, you cannot go on mission trips. Without money, you cannot give to those that need the money. Yes, there's greedy people out there that don't want to give their money because money is their idol. But you could do so many good things with money. So that is point number 1. What beliefs do you need to shed? My recommendation is to put a list of what you want to do with your money. And if everything is buying me, then you should evaluate that again. And then focus on who can you help with that money? Who can you give the money to? What adventures can you go with your family with that money and make memories? But money cannot become an idol. That is the wrong part of it. But on a good point, you could help so many people. But a lot of students have the mentality that I'm broke. I have to pay my student loans. I'm so broke. And that is what is keeping them playing small. A big one here as well, point B, is what relationships are keeping me small? Am I still hanging out with the people that I used to hang out in high school and they stay on the same page and they didn't want to do better? Recently, I don't talk too much with my friends. I have 3 friends actually from school, from high school. I don't talk much with them, but our friendship is still there, if we talk every day. The interesting part is that we went on a trip, and in that trip, everyone was talking about their growth and how much they want to grow. And I'm like, dang, this is a great circle. I want to keep talking with them. I know we talk literally once every other month, but I want to keep talking with them, and I want to keep pouring into them because I consider them my brothers. And why do I consider them my brothers? Not just because of the friendship that we had in high school, but of what they want to do right now, the growth they're seeing. Some of them have their business, some of them are working for someone, but still, a lot of them have big opportunities. Now, there's other friends that I had from high school and college that I don't talk to because they already served their purpose and I serve my purpose as well. They're not helping me become a better human being. In this aspect of my life, yes, I have a business, but I have a family. So can they make me a better parent? Or can I help them be a better parent? If they're willing to consume and apply what I tell them and, do with them, I'll keep pouring into them. But some of them, I didn't see any type of interest in growing. So I'm like, oh, okay, brother, whatever you need, I'm here. But it's not like I'm going to talk to them every day. I'm not going to make my decisions based on that. Same with family. I know family is a big aspect. But some of your family members are the one holding you down because they don't want to see the success because they've never been there. So they might be dragging you, and sometimes it's good getting some space from them to then, when you're on the top, you could bring them with you. But if you're trying to get to the top while keeping those relationships, they're going to keep drowning you. So you need to be pretty careful with that. Okay? Success requires letting go before receiving. So it's kind of on the belief aspect. What am I letting go? Okay? What beliefs am I going to let go in order to go to the next level? Growth feels uncomfortable. And that is something that I want to share because recently we had a family member in town. And every time there's a family member and they just want to spend time with Luca, I don't blame them. They come here to spend time with their kids. I see it as an opportunity to come upstairs to my home office and start working. So recently, one of them expressed to Emily, hey, I don't think Alejandro was too present. And that kind of offended me at first. And I remember I talked to a couple of my mentors about this. I got offended. They came to my house and they said I wasn't present. I got offended. But then I started looking back. And when I was in school, all I used to talk with them was politics, sports, just surface conversation. In this season of life, I don't want to sit on a couch to talk about surface conversation. Sometimes, yes, it's needed. Sometimes it's needed, guys. Just turn off everything and just chill with them. Fine, I understand. But for me, I cannot do it more than 5 days. So when they told me that, I felt offended. But then I started talking with other mentors, business owners, and they were like, don't get offended by that. Just let it go. Like, you're doing big things. Why are you getting like that one little thing holding you down? And I'm like, dang, that's true. Like, I told people about this, about not doing that, and then I do it, and I'm like, wow, staying like stuck on that. So it's a good learning experience. I'm glad it happened, but it hurt me at first. And with this, it came the eagles. Eagles don't keep the same feathers forever. Every year, they lose old feathers and grow new ones. Every year. For a season, they actually become weaker before they become stronger. That is insane, okay? Because growth requires temporary vulnerability, okay? So for me, I'm on a season of growth. There's going to be setback, yes, but I'm on a season of growth on a busy season right now that I want to do things to help more people, because we're not opening clinics just to help more communities. Yes, we do that, but we're literally changing the doctor's life, their thinkings, their belief, getting them closer to the Lord. That is a true partnership there. So that's what we're doing. And then things like that getting me offended, I'm like, wait, this is not helping the mission. This is not helping the vision. Why am I getting so offended that someone said I'm not present? Because yes, I haven't been present on the past. And Emily told me that, like, hey, you need to be more present with the kids. I'm like, yep, that's my number one goal. I'm doing great. Emily tells me on the daily, like, babe, thank you so much for your help. You're doing way better. I'm being present. And then I got offended because one family member told me that. I'm like, dude, like, and I asked Emily, like, am I being present with you guys and the kids? Absolutely. So it's like, why am I letting one single thing just holding me down? No, like, I need to move the page and move forward and let the old beliefs on the past. But that person was still on the old beliefs that I'm going to sit down with them and talk sports and things that are not going to make me a better human being, things that I don't really care at this point. Like, what movies that I don't watch movies. I don't watch series, So it's, who are we becoming to go to the next level, and who do we need to leave behind? I'm not saying leave behind your family, not at all. But sometimes you have to. And that's something I talked to my brother, because some family members are not ready to have the conversations that we're having, and we cannot change them. They're used to that, and we cannot change them. It's not our job to change how they think. But it is our job to see who are we going to spend our time with. And as a student, I wish I wouldn't know that. And someone would have told me that, because when we went to the field and that started happening, it was a surprise. For me, it's totally fine because, I don't care much about that. But I know for Emily, it was a little rough. And for new grads that I'm seeing, it's a little rough as well. So yes, be ready when you graduate, when you're working, when you open a clinic, you're going to lose friends. And it's not losing them. It's just, it's a season of life, but you could pour into them. Okay. So that is the teaching moment. Again, you have an opportunity to become someone new, new opportunity to let the old beliefs on the past and just move forward. I'll see you guys next week.